AstraZeneca brought to the Philippines a lot of medicines for various medical conditions, but it's an innovator, the ones doing the research and development of the drugs. AstraZeneca visions its company to be #1 in the biopharmaceutical industry. Coming from a company that most of the brands are ethical or doctor prescribed, there's some challenge winning doctor prescriptions, but that's something that we need to make sure to be able to market and to distribute the products that we have.
Film Life will be 64 years from 1947. We wanted to be always #1 life insurance company, very aggressive, very customer focused. We can only do this with technology, with the processes that are best in class. So we compare continuously with the industry, even competition, and other related industry. That we now have so many competitors, not only in the life insurance industry, but also the banks. We are all after the same wallet, and we would want that we will always be at par or even ahead of all the competitors. Technology is becoming to be a competitive factor, an enabler for us to attain the vision that we always have.
Innovation or the new products or services that they offer AstraZeneca. Every time we share our current concerns, they're able to work with us in terms of finding solutions.
Cost will always be a parameter, but now the more important thing is the relationship that you have with your partner provider. And that relationship will obviously lead to customer service. As IT head and call center head, I would want to be sleeping soundly each and every night, not thinking, not worrying about is the line from our head office to Baguio or Davao up tonight or tomorrow. We're very dependent, no? So reliability is very important. Cost became a secondary issue.
We have evolved from just having a relationship with the provider giving us services in terms of mobile phones and SIM cards and mobile connections. But now, in terms of solutions and services that they could offer, we are considering them even for internet connection, provision of the hardwares that we need.
Going back to the mid-80s when we were putting up our first online branches in the provinces, it helped us establish our presence in the provinces, and the facilities that are provided by Globe help us maintain our presence. It helped us provide the services needed as if our people in the provinces are in the home office. Aside from the usual cell phones and Blackberries, we have 70% of our data lines in Globe.
Well, in terms of corporate communications, in terms of dealing with our employees, we use the telecommunication or the cell phone to communicate, to give SMS blasts in terms of policies or processes that we need to remind them in terms of the deadlines. Externally, our field force uses their mobile phones to communicate with the doctors, to set up appointments, and also now even the internet and the hardware, like the laptops that we are using, is provided by our telecommunications company.
Carrier facilities, the daytime facilities that are provided by Globe, obviously had helped us a lot in expanding our coverage and providing the services that we want rendered to our customers, the cost that we want there. So that's very important to us.
One thing I will never forget about working with Globe is when we were looking for a provider for tablet PCs. Because when we implement the new plan for our mobile phones, the challenge was to allow our field force to do some of the office works and some of the other regular activities that they need to do using a computer. Working with Globe, we were able to come up with a very good deal in terms of providing limited internet access to all our field force, and at the same time bundling that with some of the hardware that we need to make sure that they would be able to use it. It was a good experience because the service was very fast. We were able to close the deal for about a week or two. In terms of managing corporate accounts, Globe is currently #1 because they understand the industry that they're working with. They're able to listen to their customers as well in terms of their needs and in terms of their requirements. Two major points to their advantage by providing a solution that's fit to the industry and to their clients.
I think very important is the stability of the company, because we're here as a life insurance provider. Okay, we're here for life. We also want that our partner should be as stable financially as us, no? So that we can attain our objectives sabay together. The fact that Globe is part of the Ayala organization, to us is already a big plus. I would say that I'm very happy, very satisfied with the service being provided. And again, that's the reason why we are deciding on moving a lot, if not more, of the facilities and services that we have.
I consider Globe as one of my business partners in terms of my profession or in terms of my function, because there are very few companies in the telecommunications industry wherein I could possibly depend on. What made me really want to work with Globe more is the customer relationship management, because I don't like providers who, after being able to close a contract, they will not keep in touch or they will not be able to provide after-sales support.
Telecom companies are technology companies, and the only way for Globe to really maintain or even outperform the rest of the other companies is just to continue pushing that. You may have another provider, but when you need them, when you need to talk to them, they're not around. Or worse is that when they say, yes, we will do it, you have to constantly follow up for them to do it, which is actually an experience that we've had. We've never had that with Globe. The people who can cover us as often as possible are the people who talk to us, meet with us. That's the more important part. Yung technology kasi is available to all the carriers.
Sharing best practices in the industry or finding innovative solutions or having regular meetings where they could suggest or present new products or services would be good. Key performance indicators and service level agreement, if they could help us define better measures, better areas that measure the quality of their performance to make sure that the contract or the agreements are met. Our provider for mobile phones and for internet is one of the most important suppliers that we have right now, because operationally, it would not be possible to perform all of those tasks if our field force is not provided with dependable connection. So I think operationally, Globe is able to help us in terms of meeting the minimum requirements that we expect from our field force. We closed a 2-year contract on our mobile phones, and we also had another 3-year agreement for the tablet PC. So I think the relationship that we have with the company is geared towards long-term, because in terms of price competitiveness, in terms of the quality of the service, I don't have any problem with Globe right now.
I always believe that while we are very satisfied, it can change drastically. But so there is always that room for improving these services and the products that Globe provides to our organization. But it's no guarantee that it will always be there. Only Globe can say that we can do that.